What's up, YouTube? Theo823 here, making a My Player rookie showcase, 2K12. I know it's late to be making a My Player. I'm just gonna show some of my highlights, just mainly all my points. I scored about 22 or 27 points this game, had 10 assists. So I got drafted pretty early. I'm not gonna spoil it for y'all, but y'all, how's it going? And that is just a really good shot right there. That was like a fadeaway with my legs split wide open, and that's just a transition three. Obviously, I am a three-point specialist, because three-point specialists always have good well, no, like in this game, if you're a three-point specialist, then you are a high good shooter, or I mean a really good shooter. And that is just one of my assists there. And I got 22 points, 2 rebounds, and 8 assists. So now it's time for the Milwaukee Bucks. They're going to ask me some questions.
Nice job out there tonight. Your play really impressed us. So much so that we're considering using our pick on you if you're available when our turn comes up. Before we get that far, we'd really like to ask you a couple of questions. Question number 1. I feel like we have our point guard of the future in Brandon Jennings, but I would be remiss to not look at all available options in the draft. How do you think you compare to Brandon?
I'm better than him. I know I'm better than him. I can post him up, cross him behind the back. Let's see what I pick.
I think Brandon and I have a somewhat similar game. I'd like to think I have a much higher ceiling than him as far as talent goes. Look, I'll tell you what I'm telling the other teams. You can't go wrong drafting me. I'm a worker. I give 100%. That's all I got.
Interesting. Next question. We realize that here in Milwaukee, we don't have the appeal of a Los Angeles or New York or a Miami. We tend to look for players who would be proud to be part of this organization. Someone who can really take pride in being a Milwaukee Buck. Someone who's willing to spend their entire career as a Milwaukee Buck. Are you that person?
No. No way. No, I'm not going to Milwaukee.
I don't know. To be honest with you, I'm still so young. I haven't played a single minute in the NBA
Tell the
yet,
truth.
So I don't feel that I can tell you with any certainty that I'm going to play my entire NBA career for one team.
Oh, you're making me laugh.
Okay, I think we were able to get a good read into what you're all about. We'll be in touch.
Ooh, the Pistons. I'm gonna go with this. I'm gonna cheer for them. I'm gonna go with it.
Good job out there tonight. I really appreciate you giving us a few minutes of your time. We have the 8th pick in the draft and are interested in your talents. We just want to pick your brain a little before we decide. Let's get to it. I really think the first piece to getting this franchise back on track is to find and develop our point guard of the future. We have Rodney Stuckey on the roster,
How's it
but we're
going?
still trying to assess if he is the answer. Looking back at the Hornets, look at what Chris Paul did for that team. We want a point guard who will do the same for us, and we think you might be that guy. Convince us of that.
I like that. I like this team. I like it. I grew up as a Pistons fan. That's what I'm picking. Anytime.
I grew up a fan of the Pistons. I got to see Grant Hill in the uniform when he was healthy and in his prime. And wow, man, who better to model your career after than that? I want to be the leader that the fans adore, and I want to do it right here in Detroit.
That's right. That is right. Good answer. Good answer.
Let's see. One more question, if you don't mind. The team that we built here in Detroit was a rebuilding effort that didn't quite pan out. Obviously, it's difficult to predict the future, but I expect to see a fair amount of roster turnover as we work towards retooling the lineup for another rebuilding effort. How comfortable would you feel coming into a situation where the roster is in a state of flux?
Love to come to this. Not a problem. Not a problem.
Oh, that's not a problem for me at all. To me, that just says the people running the team want nothing less than titles. Plural. Titles. It'd be an honor for me to play for a team like that. I want to win, man. Badly.
That's right.
Okay, that's all I have. I love what I heard here. We would love to have
Yep, you better pick me. You better pick me. I don't care. Just pick me. I don't care. Just pick me. Oh. Ugh. In the throat. Ugh.
Hello, I'm the head scout for the Golden State Warriors. I want you to know that we're strongly considering you based on your performance tonight with our first-round pick, 11th overall. We'd like to get to know you a little better before committing to you. I'm sure you understand. we have a couple of questions, if you don't mind. We feel like we already have some great young guards on our roster in Monte Ellis and Stephen Curry. Where do you see yourself fitting in with those guys?
I don't fit in with those guys. You guys have enough people, so that's all. I mean, I'm going with the Pistons. I want to go with the Pistons.
Man, playing alongside those guys would be great. I really think we'd be a force to be reckoned with once we learned each other's tendencies. Honestly, and this might sound crazy, I don't know, but I feel like I have a much higher ceiling than those guys.
Yes.
I think you know that as well, and that's why you chose to interview me.
Yes.
I want to take this team to the next level.
Yes, good.
Okay, last question. This team has a lot of momentum right now. We went through a rough stretch and had some recent draft picks that didn't work out. With guys like Monte, Stephen Curry, and David Lee, we really feel like we're on the up and up. We like what we've seen out of you, but how do you see yourself fitting in with the team?
Perfect. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want to be with the Warriors.
I love the talent already on this team.
Oh.
I don't understand how they aren't winning 50 games a season, to be honest.
Me either.
I really think I can complement these players and take the team to the next level. This team's a dream fit for me, man.
Too bad that I'm going to get picked before you guys, so it doesn't matter.
Thanks so much for your time. I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but we would be ecstatic if you're still on board when it's our turn to pick.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to the draft right now, so yeah, you can shush. Let's go to the draft. It's pretty impressive how I fit all of this stuff in my video so far. So here's the draft. I'm projected to go to the Bucks, and I hate these prediction things. So that's why I'm having so much trouble, because I wasn't looking at all. So I wasn't looking at all at this thing, so I was trying to guess how I could go on. So it was pretty tough for me, so because I don't like this mock draft, because then it tells me exactly where I'm going, and I don't really like that. I wanted to go I really did want to go to the Pistons, but let's see where I go. There we go, I got it now.
Good evening and welcome to the 2011 NBA Draft. Tonight marks the realization of a dream for the best young players in the world, a reward for their many years of dedication and hard work. It's also a time of extraordinary hope and excitement for our fans and our teams.
Yeah.
For those of you watching on television in more than 200 countries and territories, and of course to all of our wonderful fans right here, thank you for joining us. I know the young men hoping to hear their names called tonight can't wait to compete against the best basketball players in the world. So let's get started. With the first pick in the 2011
Can I be first? Can I be first?
Cavaliers select
Me!
Kyrie Irving from Duke University. With the second pick in the 2011
Can I be
NBA
second?
Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Derek Williams.
You know what? I was so shocked when the Bucks wanted me. Like, I'm watching this now. Was it the Bucks or who was it? I don't know, but I think it was the Bucks or the Jazz. No, number 10. So the Bucks wanted me, and I responded to their questions pretty bad. So I'm pretty surprised why they wanted me when I'm like, get out of my life. I'm better than Brandon Jennings, so you can just move on. I don't really want you. And it's kind of weird how there was the order they gave me. The Bucks at number 10, the Pistons at number 8, and the Warriors at number 11. So it's kind of weird how they gave me that order. But let's see if I can get drafted by the Wizards, even though I wasn't projected or even talked to the management about this. But let's see if I go to the Wizards. No, Van Wesley from Czech Republic. Number 7 to the Kings. I am a King boss, so.
2011 NBA Draft, the Sacramento Kings select
King bosses. Theo Wade.
Mac Biomba from
Well, I picked in Detroit. That's what I did my best on in the thing.
2011 NBA Draft, the Detroit Pistons select the
Is that me?
21-year-old
Is that me?
point guard
Is that me?
from the University
I'm going up there, baby. I got drafted number 8 to the Detroit Pistons like a boss. Let's go. Let's go now. Contract negotiations. How much am I getting paid? I'm getting paid $2.2 million every 2 years. Ooh, that's good. Oh, my rookie year, like a boss. Ooh, what is this? Marketing department. It's it says view endorsement. Ooh, that's nice. That is nice. I will see you guys next time. I have my first game. We get blown out like a boss.